popping, y'all? Welcome back to another Sunday Tarot. Okay, as y'all can see, I move with divine timing. So this is the Sunday that y'all need the tea. Okay. I also want to announce I make copper jewelry. So this is a necklace. Okay. I also made one that looked like this. I sold that one already. So I might put in pictures of it if y'all are interested. And I also make anklets. Okay. So just drop in the comments if you're interested. And I will have that created and shipped to you guys. So this is something that I want to say for the collective before I even start the reading is you may be feeling scattered, okay? Because before I started recording, my cards were scattered and they're usually in a rubber band. So I felt like that was very significant. You may be feeling scattered, right? But the thing is about this is that, okay, because I'm getting a feeling of you may be feeling like you have a lot to do or a lot going on. And I want us to transmute those words into something like I am getting things in order. Okay. I don't even want us to say we're busy anymore. I don't want to put none of those terms that has us rushing or that has negative connotations that's making it seem like it's overwhelming. It may be, but in order to bring in balance instead of that same overwhelming energy, we need to change how we're speaking. Because if you watched another video of mine that is not even related to a reading, but I have said, let me get it. Dang, y'all. It's gonna come back to me if it's important. But yeah, so we're getting things in order, okay? We're not overwhelmed. We're not busy. We're getting things in order, okay? Because we're bringing forth, I said, our words produce a reality. Our words produce our life. So if you're speaking negativity, that's going to be your life. If you're speaking positivity, that's going to be your life. Okay, that's why I said in my other video, but I wasn't even talking about this. So I definitely feel like the collective need to hear that because it's being brought up again. And I also want y'all to understand that your words create life. So instead of saying, oh, I'm overwhelmed or you're busy, say, I'm getting things in order, okay? And if people, instead of saying, you know, you don't have time, say, I have time for the things that I need to focus on, okay? Like, instead of being like, oh, no, she don't have time for that. No, I have time for the things that I need to focus on. And you can decline. But like, no, I'm not going out. I have time for the things that I need to focus on, okay? So basically, let's speak more positive energy into our life so that we can have a positive life, a peaceful life, and a calm life, but still getting things done, taking on opportunities, and not feeling overwhelmed, but feeling bliss, feeling peace, feeling accord. Okay. I want to congratulate those who are working on bad habits. I want to congratulate those who are doing things and getting things done, because I don't know if it's just me, but I'm in this energy, and no matter what somebody's saying, I don't care what nobody's saying, nobody can take me out this energy, but I am getting things done, okay? I'm in accord. I am in one accord with the universe, and the universe, I can hear it congratulating me. Okay. I can hear the universe being proud of me. Like, I could feel, you know, like I could just feel the universe just saying, thank you, Rachel, for seeing how important you are. And thank you, Rachel, for seeing the things that you needed to do in order to see these things. So that's what we're doing during this reading. We are looking into the things that you need to do in order to get to the places that you need to go. I feel like this is going to help the collective, and that's all about the Sunday Tarots. You know, I don't really dig into all of what's going on now, because you know what's going on now. Unless it needs to be addressed, unless it's something that needs to be warned, unless it's something that needs to be said, it's going to come out. But what I focus on, and that's why, you know, every reader is not the same, okay? Whether the same thing is coming up, confirmation. Whether the same thing is coming up, then that's something you definitely need to focus on. But if you watch one reading and it's different from another reading, and you just feel drawn to that reading, then it's other messages that you need to see other than what you heard or seen or felt. Okay, some messages could be confirmation, and some messages could be messages from the other side that you need to tap into. So that is what I'm here for. I'm here to give you what you need. I'm here to give you healing. Okay, and with this introduction, okay, because I know some of y'all like, okay, girl, what's the reading? But this is the reading, okay? What I'm saying is something that you need to hear. Obviously, that's why it's being said right now, because I didn't come in here with a plan. The plan was to give y'all exactly what y'all need. So, other than that, I didn't have a script. You know, I didn't say, oh, I'm going to address this. Now, the only thing I was going to address was, it wasn't even about the scattered mind. I was going to say, you know, about the getting things done, or it may seem like it's a lot, but actually it's getting things in the right, it's getting things in order. It's not, I have a lot going on. It's not, no, you don't have a lot going on. I don't have a lot going on. I'm getting things in order. Okay. So practice that. That's number one. Dear Holy Spirit and Divine Spirit team, please block all twisted spirits. Please block all monitoring spirits that are negative. Please block all spies from this reading. Please block any dark magic or any negativity, any negative thoughts, any negative vibes, any negative entities that may try to attack the viewers, attack the messenger, or these new things that will bring it in. Please render their power so they do not have any power over our mind, body, and soul, or our path in which way we go. Please block all misinformation, and please let the truth and clarity, and only the truth and clarity, come out during this reading for me and the collective. Please let this message bring forth love and light messages with truth and clarity, and only truth and clarity. Thank you, God. Please, Most High, speak through me and give us what we need. Please, Spirit Team, protect me and the collective and my loved ones and our loved ones as we continue during this reading. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the companion. Thank you for the energy. Ashe. Let's start with messages needing to be addressed. Okay. Let's start with what to expect, Spirit. Let's start with what to expect. Yes, let's do what to expect, Spirit, because we want to know what is the steps to get there, but we want to know what to expect. Okay, what to expect. What to expect. Okay. We have spend time with children or kids. So you may be coming into a season where you're learning how to get things done, but still not neglecting the time for your kids, okay? Because what kids do is they keep you stable while evolving. So while you're evolving, they kind of ground you, believe it or not, because you have to change your perspective. If you view your kids as being annoying when you're trying to get work done, or a distraction when you're trying to get work done, no. Kids know when to leave you alone and let you get work done. Okay, if your child is keep interrupting you when you're trying to do something, that's because Spirit is telling you that you need to do something else during this time, which is probably spend time with your child or your kid or your kids, because they're gonna probably, it's something, going down that path is something that's going to help you in the future. So you might be like, no, I need to get this done. But honestly, you need to pay attention to your kids, because they're going to show you how to get things done the way it's supposed to get done. Okay, Ashe, thank you. I love when I say God speak through me, because God going to speak through me. Okay, what else, Spirit? I seen. Okay. What else to expect, Spirit? Okay, don't do drugs. I'm going to tell y'all a little story. I ain't going to get too deep with it. Nah, man. But listen, just don't do drugs, okay? During this time right now, just don't do drugs. While you're getting things done, don't do drugs. If you feel like smoking, if you feel like getting high, if you feel like drinking, don't do drugs. Just don't. Because when you get that urge, it's because it's a reason. Now, unless you're feeling guided by the universe, then, you know, use some discernment and, you know, going about your day. But don't do it to just get high, to escape, blah, 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 blah. No, do it when it's important to do it. Right now, it's not important to do drugs, okay? And that goes for blacks, and that goes for vaping. Like, don't do it, because what it's doing is slowing you down during this process, during this season. Like, if you can hold off until the other seasons, you know, perfect. But if you can't, for one, that means you have an addiction and you don't care about where you need to go as much as you're posing as. So if you can't put it down, then you're posing that you want this life that you're trying to create, that you've been manifesting, okay? Because the spirit team, your spirit team, our spirit team, the spirit realm, that's what I wanted to say, is looking at you to see how bad do you want this. So if you showing the universe, if you watching my video and I'm saying don't do drugs, and you're like, I'm gonna do drugs anyway, and you're expecting to reach your goals in the time that you want to reach them, that's a lie. That's not what you want for real. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about doing a drug. You need to listen to the universe, because the universe might tell you a joke, but they won't tell you a lie, okay? Yes. It say do not engage, okay? Do not engage. So if some of y'all need a confirmation what to expect, I want you to not do drugs. That's what you need to expect right now during this season of getting what you want, getting to where you need to be. You need to not do drugs, okay? Immediately no, okay? I'm telling you, do not do drugs, okay? Create, exactly, because you're creating something. Thank you, Spirit. You're creating something, and right now you need all hands on deck. And I know people be like, okay, drugs and alcohol, sometimes it makes me creative, it puts me in my element. But the thing that's going to happen with that is that when you need to create sober, you're going to have a hard time. You're going to have to be drunk or high in order to create. If you're always drunk or high creating, it's going to be hard. And I know you're like, okay, but I create when I'm sober too. But how long has it been since you've been high? So how long has it been since you've been high? If you like, oh, when I'm sober, I create ideas, I'm still creative. How long has it been since you smoked? How long has it been since you did drugs? How long has it been since you drunk? Because that stuff is probably still in your system. Okay? So you need to be sober for a little bit in order to create and focus. It's something that you're needed to focus on. And spirit does not want you to be high or drunk when you do it, because you might not remember it, or it might not be important, or definitely it's something about memories. You're not going to remember. It's not going to be as strong. Like, it's something that you're about to do that's big. And if you do it high or if you do it drunk, you're not really going to remember this moment, or the effort. You're not going to remember the effort, you know? So if you're drinking and smoking to not be overwhelmed, thank you, Spirit, and to cope, you're going to miss this opportunity of strength. Wow. Period. I love this. I'm not even going to make this long because I feel like, okay. All right, we got go on a fast, okay? So some of us need to go on a fast. This could be a food fast. This could be a water fast. This could be a fruit fast. This could be like a Daniel's fast, I'm hearing. This could be a alcohol, weed, a drug fast. Or all of the above. Okay? So, yeah, you might have to, okay, so expect evil tricks, okay? Expect evil tricks. So you could expect somebody offering you a lot more drugs or offering you a lot more alcohol, or you could be expecting, you know, people trying to get you out your elements, the element that you need to be. You might be like, oh no, this is normal, you know? This is normal, but no, it's not. Because you're not in your normal element. You're moving on, or you're already moved on and you can't see it because this say move the fuck on. That's crazy. This say move the fuck on. But this say in reverse. This say in reverse. So what I feel like with this, move the fuck on in reverse, it's giving you already moved on. Yeah. You already moved on from the evil tricks. Which is your element that you think you're supposed to be in. That's not your element. At least not right now. So for some of you, not ever. You out of this stage, or certain people, certain tricks don't work for you anymore. Okay, but Spirit is saying expect them up to try. But know that they will not succeed. Okay, this says meant for something else. Exactly, because you're meant for something else. You're not where you used to be. Exactly. Exactly. What you're creating, yeah. Yeah. It's not meant for you to do it high or drunk. Intoxicated. It's not meant for you to do it intoxicated. It's meant for you to be sober. It's meant for you to be in your natural elements. Yes, it's just plants, but you don't even supposed to be taking herbal tea every day. You're just not. You're just not. You're not supposed to be doing certain things every day, even if it is healthy. You're just not supposed to be doing it. So yeah, people be like, oh, it's a flower or it's whatever. But that doesn't mean you need to do it every day. Was it already in your blood when you were born? Now, this could be, okay, for some of you, it could have been already in your blood when you were born. But when your soul was created, was that in your system? And I'm talking about all of it. Don't be like, oh yeah, dopamine, oh yeah, serotonin. No. Don't be smart. So you're definitely meant to do things differently right now. All right, Spirit, anymore? Listen to music. Okay. Don't. This say go with the flow in reverse, right? So I'm getting don't go with the flow. Because the flow is going to be some evil tricks, right? And it's going to look like that's a part of the flow because it's going to happen smooth, right? It's going to happen smooth. But be aware of, okay. It's given that you need to reflect. Reflect on the element that you're used to be in, and then reflect on the element you're low-key, you have low-key been tradition. Okay, tradition could be important. Okay, you might need to pay attention to the traditions of your family or your friends' habits. What's their tradition? What do they like doing when certain things happen? Okay, when they get together, how do they act? How do they be? Okay, because that's where all the evil tricks happen, during traditions. Okay, so that might be significant for some. Traditions, something about traditions. You need to keep a mind open when it comes to traditions. Okay, it's something that you need to pay attention when it comes to traditions. Okay, you may need to break these traditions or just not participate. You don't have to break it. You don't have to, start a revolution, but you need to start a revolution within yourself and just be like, that's not for me anymore. That's not how I want to do this anymore, because I need to be present at all times. And when you're present at all times, you're even present in the future of this moment. So you're not just present in this moment. I'm here. Yeah, I remember this. I remember. But 20 years later, can you recall this moment? If you can't, then you wasn't present in the moment. If 20 years later you forget this, then you was not present in the moment. And that's what happens when you be drinking and you be smoking and you be doing drugs. You don't be present for the long run. You be present for the now. Sometimes you're not even present for none of that. It say daughter, okay? Hear my daughter come out. Okay, what about this daughter? Stay in with your daughter. Y'all listen to music, because music is in between. Say stay in music, daughter. Okay? Your daughter is going to help you avoid evil tricks. Okay? Your staying inside is going to help you be more creative. All right, now. Ugh. Girl, bye. Listen. What? Don't start out. Don't start. Listen. Alright, lay just like that. For mommy. Okay? We got not this time. Not this time. And she picked up go with the flow, not this time. So exactly, it's not the time to go with the flow. It's the time to see where the current is going. Okay, because it's like, yeah, okay, it's fake truces. So people's gonna be like, hey. So people's gonna be like, oh yeah, let's do this, let's do that, but it's fake. People are trying to throw you off your game because people see that you're different. People see that you're handling things, and they want you stop, baby. They want you to stop. I say. Yeah, they want to steal. And it's like, if they can't steal, they don't want you to prevail. If they can't steal, they don't want you to prevail. And it's like, because they know that when you get up there, it's a certain spot you gonna have. If it's a certain rank you're gonna have without doing anything for it, because you already done the work. And with you doing the work, you're proving to God that you see God, you hear God, you feel God, and you move God, you trust God, everything. That's your rank. Your rank is obedient to God. And when you're obedient to God, that's the biggest form of protection, the biggest form of abundance, the biggest form of love, the biggest form of discernment, because you're obedient to God. And so when God say move, you're going to move. When God say invest, you're going to invest. When God say don't trust, you're not going to trust. When God say trust, you're going to trust. When God say laugh, you're going to laugh. When God say cry, you're going to cry. When God say dance, get up, get out of bed, clean, do this, do that, you're going to do it. And that is a high rank individual. Somebody could be the biggest, baddest wolf on the block. But the difference is they're not obedient to God. So your power against their power, they don't have none. Because all God got to do is be like, and that person ain't got no power. But God would never do that to you, because why? You listen to God. Why would God render you power, baby? You see what I'm saying? So that is your rank, right? And people don't want you to have that rank. People don't want you to hear God, see God, feel God, and understand God and be one with God. Because why? Because they want to throw you off your element. Why? Because they want to take advantage of you still. Nobody can take advantage of you if you're obedient to God. Nobody. 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 Nobody could take advantage of you if you're obedient to God, because you're going to see things, you're going to feel things, and you're going to be told things, and you might not understand what it means, why you're being told, but you're going to do it because you're obedient to God. Okay, we got something about family here. Okay, y'all. Okay. We got success reverse. So, and it's coming above family and thief. So they're not, this thief that's in the family is not gonna be successful. Okay? They're not come on now. Not gonna be successful. Okay. We got a female who could be in a slump, because we got male in reverse.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Why is this male in reverse here? Question him, question her. Okay, and maybe somebody you need to question, and maybe somebody questioning their gender, and maybe somebody questioning what gender they're into. Alright, clarify. What is this? A red flag, yeah. But you still have money coming in, okay? Somebody could be trying to stop that, but they won't be successful. Yeah, this person is distorted. Monitoring spirit. But it's given like you don't care. It's like you're not even bothered, as you shouldn't. Not everything is bad. Then we got not everything is bad in reverse. So it could be bad. Yeah, this person could be bad. And you like, maybe it's not that bad.
I want the milk. Come now.
Okay, Aquarius girl could be trying to cause money hold up. Okay, or this Aquarius girl, she could be distorted right now because her money is being held up, but it is true love. So like she could really love you, but maybe she's acting like distorted. She could be jealous. She could be watching you and could be like comparing herself. But I'm getting that it's just because her money is held up, but she really do love you. But I don't know. She probably needed to go on a fast too, cause okay. Okay, she might could do drugs. Yeah. Move. No. Okay. Something with this Aquarius. Gaslighting. Okay, this Aquarius could be gaslighting right now. Why, Spirit? Because, okay, yeah, they're trying to evolve. They need help evolving. They're trying to evolve. They see you doing things, okay? They miss traveling. They thinking of seeing you, so they might miss you. Okay, but then, okay, I'm getting the fact that they're distorted, right? And they looking at you as being secure and relaxed. And they're questioning, like, how are you so secure and so relaxed? Because they feel like your situation is worse than theirs. But for some reason, you're still handling it in a calm way. Like, you're not tripping about it, and they're tripping about their situation. So they're acting like really distorted right now. And it's because they either want help, okay, they need help evolving, but they don't necessarily want help from evolving for evolving, because they don't want you to take credit for it. Okay, they can be very selfish, stubborn. They can be very stubborn right now because they're used to getting themselves out of situations like this. But things are different now. Spiritual bath in reverse. Foggy mind in reverse. Okay, so what to expect? Okay, so you could be very protected. Your mind, you could finally be in some mental clarity, and it's like you may have dibbled and dabbled in mental clarity, but now it's just going to be clear. Like, yeah. Oh, and you broke spell work. Okay, so that was the spiritual bath in because it say under spell work in reverse, spiritual bath in reverse. So that's good. That's very good. Okay, you're healing. And then she gonna pull out these. You're healing, you're healed, you breaking curses, you breaking hexes, and you in go mode. And I love that. Yes, you in peace, okay? The spirit realm is offering you peace. Take it. Okay, it say don't trust this, and then it got new life in reverse. So it's given don't trust this old life. Like I said, you need to examine where you used to be. And I don't care if that was yesterday, but you need to examine where you're going now and see if it match up. And don't be in denial, because Spirit is going to show you that it did not match up. Okay? And last but not least, love from a distance. Okay? Some people, places, or things you need to love from a distance, even if that includes your old self, your old life, your old things that you used to love and do and carry on about. These things you need to love from a distance. Okay? Love it, but know that that's not where or who you need to be dealing with right now. Yeah, trust this. Say trust this. And that was not next. I dug for that one. Say trust this. Trust this message. Trust this new path. Yeah. Do something that makes you happy. Yeah. And not from a... And that's giving like self-care in my eyes, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Now, how can we get here? Okay, I feel like Spirit already answered the question on how we can get here. And basically that is putting down the drugs, pulling down the alcohol. But let's clarify, Spirit. How can we get here? How can we get here? How can we stay here? What do we need to do to get here? What do we need to do to get here? What do we need to do to stay here? In our new element. What do we do? Meditate. That what you said, girl? Okay, so we got power. What else came out, come out again. We have power. It says, do what makes you happy, love from a distance, trust this, above power. So you have the power to do what makes you happy. All of it. Without any substances. You have the power to love from a distance. You have the power to cut people, places, things off. Okay? You have the power to trust this. You have the power. Because God has given you the power. the strength, the motivation, the dedication, the insight, the messages to do what needs to be done. Then we have water. Okay, we have water sign coming out. We're going to read that. You could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. You could be 18 years old. If you 18, I really commend you because you're doing big boy, big girl things. Period. Okay, or you might, and this also came out on go on a fast, so you could be needing to go on a water fast. Okay, you might need to be going on a water fast. Somebody could be 46 here, and I burped. Okay, somebody could need a spiritual cleansing. We have magic in reverse. Magic in reverse. I'm about to read that. Do they do reverse? I knew this book didn't do reverse. But I'm going to read it. Magic number 3. Okay, you can have 3 kids. Magic. You are a magical being. Time to stop hiding the awe-inspiring abilities you have to connect to the divine. Drawing this pentacle invites you to connect with your personal magic on a deeper level at this time. Okay, so I'm getting blocked. Okay, so it's given that you may need a spiritual bath, but I was picking up on the self-love spiritual bath to erase any limitations, because I don't feel like it's magic. That's why the magic is in reverse, and it's also to take your power back from the magic. I don't feel like it's any magic being done anymore, because we already had under spell work in reverse and spiritual bath in reverse. So it could be just a regular spiritual bath or spiritual cleansing. You might not even need a bath. Maybe you need like a smudging ritual or something like that to claim your peace and to claim clarity over your mind. But I feel like you already there, but maybe you are having issues with staying there, and that's okay. Anyway, let's wrap this up for the collective spirit. Anything else that will help the collective take another level to where they need to go? Say shift, so definitely a shift in your mind. Transmute, and a death. Death comes a rebirth. You see, what was growing here was your old ways. You were still watering something that already was dead, which is the old you. Now it's time to water and plant new seeds of the new you. Okay, we got healer. And this is also giving me crown chakra, third eye chakra. You can see now, like I said, mental clarity, dominance. And this came out, knowledge in reverse came out. But trust is above it. So, knowledge in reverse. You may not know what's going to happen next. You may not know exactly what you want to know, but you just need to have a perspective that things are different this time. Things are more protected this time. Things are more set this time. Like, these are already the seeds that you were watering when you were transitioning. You probably haven't seen that you already transitioned, but it's being told that you need to see that you already transitioned. This is you in that season that you've been manifesting. So with that being said, release. And I'm going to leave it at that because I feel like this is just addressing the same thing. So, yeah, it's release the want to, because it's how it came out. So that's knowledge, that's release, and this is trust. So release the want to know and just trust your path, your journey, you see. Just trust that nothing is shaking this up no more. And I'm going to leave it at that, okay? So, release the want to know what's going to happen next, how you going to adjust, and how is this going to work, whatever. That's not important. But just trust your path. Just trust where you going. Just trust this new you. Keep working on this new you. Keep investing in this new you. And yeah. So yeah, y'all. Peace, love, and lights. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. What you want to know next. What you want to see on my channel next. Scroll and find you a couple of videos. I have mad videos. Over 100 videos about different things, and you know, so catch up and peace out.